Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to the channel, welcome to Miserable Millennials. I am Miss Millie, your favorite tarot reader from the city. In this channel, I do tarot readings on 6 out of the 12 zodiac signs, but I am expanding and tapping into celebrity readings. Today, we are doing a requested video. Shout out to David Brady, 1825. Not too long ago, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard went face to face on a lawsuit. Amber Heard accused Johnny Depp of abuse, and since then, he won the lawsuit for defamation of character, and he has been out of the public eye, but the public still knows that he is taking on certain projects. Like some of us out there, I was watching the whole thing play out, and I'm actually upset that I did not do any readings on this sooner. I was tapped in watching all these different lawyers break down the trial. What a time. So much tea to uncover. But today we're going to be looking at the question if Johnny Depp is going to make a comeback in Hollywood. We're going to begin. If you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Not only does it help the channel grow, it also helps get this message out. We're going to jump right in to see what messages come out for Johnny Depp, the famous Hollywood actor. Most High, Ancestor, Spirit Team, and Guides, show me very clearly what is important to Johnny Depp, the Hollywood actor, right now. I'm using the Finding Inner Peace Oracle to start our reading. What is important to Johnny Depp right now? Ooh. So something that's important to Johnny Depp right now is wellness. It says here, my body is a temple. The love I have for my body is growing more and more. It is a temple of my soul and must be treated well. So I think he's taking a lot of time to take care of himself. He's taking care of his body, his mind, his spirit, and he's using this time of healing to feel better about who he is. I also see shedding, letting go. It seems like he's letting go of everything that no longer has served him, and he's using the energy of being well inwardly to shine brighter and show up smarter, better, faster, and more wittier in his personal experiences. We're going to take a look at whether he makes a comeback in Hollywood or not. But first, let's take a look at his feelings, his thoughts, and actions. Some next steps. Talk to me about Johnny Depp's current thoughts, his feelings, and his next steps, Spirit. Johnny Depp, the Hollywood actor. Can you give me insight on his thoughts, feelings, and potential next steps? What are Johnny Depp's thoughts? Ace of Wands. What are his feelings? Queen of Swords. Strength card at the bottom. What are his potential next steps? Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the 10 of Pentacles. So he's definitely caring about his wellness, his family, the people that love him. He's really taking a look at all things around him, things that make him happy. He's trying to build abundance for himself and trying to have like a very prosperous future for himself and his family. I'm seeing for his thoughts right now, he's feeling very creative. He's feeling very inspired. I feel like he's in spaces where he's having conversations, where he feels alive again, where he's having conversations about his characters or potential roles. People are calling him. He's reading, learning, doing a lot of research, putting himself in a character's shoes and seeing if this is something that is going to fit for him in terms of what he wants to navigate and do in the future. So right now, I feel like his thoughts are full of creativity, full of passion, full of things that make him feel like he's in a good space, in a good groove. And that makes me excited for Johnny. I feel like he's feeling excited. He's feeling excited about the potential future that he has, potential characters he wants to play, people that he might want to work with, people that he is currently working with. So he's just feeling very like charged, recharged, excited, great, powerful for himself. I'm really liking this feeling for him. Just excuse me as I play around with the energy here. For his feelings, he has the Queen of Swords. So I think at one point in his life, he was very emotional about things that were affecting him and affecting how he worked with others. And now I think he has stepped into a role where he's much more honest with himself and much more honest with the people that he's working with. Right now, he seems to be in a very intellectual state of mind as far as his emotions. I don't think he's overly emotional about things. I think he's been feeling very strong-willed. Anyone who comes to him with BS, I feel like he has the right temperament to address it and not be so defensive. I don't think he's coming across as overly emotional either. He seems to be very decisive, but very balanced as well with this Queen of Swords. His wisdom and his intellect are just at an all-time high. And I also feel like his integrity is at an all-time high. So he's not taking things on that go against his integrity. If it doesn't align with his integrity, I don't think he is even giving into that energy. So I find that he's feeling very good about where he is currently right now. His next steps, I'm seeing the Three of Wands. I really feel that he is going to have so much support in his growth, and he's going to start collaborating with new people, collaborating with people that he has worked with before. He's expanding on new jobs. He's expanding in new opportunities. People are supporting his ambitions, his creativity, the courage that he's taking to go onto new leaps. And he's using this to channel him so that he can build a wealthy life for himself and kind of stay away from that ink that tried to mark him in a negative direction. As far as whether he will make a comeback or not in Hollywood, I feel like with the way that he feels right now, the answer is leaning to yes. But let's take a look at what the public feels. What are the public's thoughts about Johnny Depp? Lots of cards came out. Two of Pentacles at the bottom, but I just want to open this up. I'm seeing King of Wands, Strength card, and the Lovers. People are going to have really good, positive thoughts about Johnny Depp. People are going to start loving the roles that he's going to take on. People are going to start seeing him as a very strong individual who had the courage to overcome something that tried to kick his confidence to the bottom, to the floor. I feel like people are going to start to also trust in him and see him as a very confident and energetic person that doesn't abuse his power. I feel like people are going to start to love the roles that he's going to take, and people are going to think highly about the things that he's going to do. But with the Two of Pentacles, I do think that he still may face some negative commentary here and there. But with the Strength card and the Lovers, I feel like he's going to have more positive more positive reactions and more positive thoughts than not to the things that he's going to start doing in the future. Talk to me about the public and how they feel towards Johnny as he starts to take on new roles in the future. How will people feel about Johnny Depp? The Fool and the High Priestess. You know, I feel like people are going to root for him. People are going to feel like they want him to win. Whenever we see the Fool, we know that the Fool takes on this huge new journey in tarot, and they're ready to go from starting all the way up to the other side and just face the world. And the world is your oasis, and people are rooting for you. People are going to feel like he has a long road ahead of him as far as fully recovering from that negative stamp that he has on him. But I think overall, people are going to be rooting for him with the High Priestess here. People are going to feel very aligned with him and just happy for him. Like, I think people are going to be genuinely happy for him. What are some next steps as far as the media? People take 3 of Cups. I see people celebrating and talking about Johnny Depp. As far as the media, next steps, I'm seeing with the 3 of Cups, people are going to celebrate him. People are going to gather for him. He's going to have his friends and families come around and talk for him, root for him. But with the Knight of Swords here, it may feel to him like he's going to have to address things that he's trying to get away from. As he's moving into new roles and stepping back into the limelight and going back into being interviewed, he may get asked questions that have nothing to do with what he's doing, and he's going to try to like quickly stray away from that, make a joke out of it. And people are going to notice that, people are going to celebrate that, but it's just something that he's going to have to deal with for a while, where he's going to have to, once he starts to put himself back into the limelight and take on these roles and start promoting and putting himself in spaces where there's reporters and questions and cameras and, you know, on the carpet, questions are going to come up that he's going to try to avoid, but it's like unavoidable. People are going to use the opportunity when they see him to ask him difficult questions. But I see him making a joke. I see him finding a way to move away from that and talk about his friends, how people are celebrating, how he's celebrating new projects and how people can tune in. So I feel seriously like he is going to make a comeback, but I think it's not going to be as quickly as people expect it to be. Overall, what I'm seeing is that he has a road ahead of him, and something that's going to challenge him the most is being in spaces where there's cameras, being in spaces where there's reporters, being in spaces where he can't just go away and be in silence. But I find that his friends, his family, his colleagues, the people that really care about him are going to root for him. They're going to stand up for him, and they're going to encourage him to continue and to keep going. So I do feel like he is going to make a comeback. It's just going to take a while to let go of the things that have affected him. We're going to take a message from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and let's just see how his angels and ancestors are going to support him along the way. Give me a like if you just agree with this, if you like what you're hearing, if you want to support the channel, it'll be great. Not only does it help the channel pop up on someone else's algorithm, it also helps the channel grow, so definitely would appreciate that. If you want more celebrity readings, let me know down in the comments who you would like for me to channel and what kind of questions you have. But so far, I did like this reading. I think Johnny Depp is feeling very good. I think he's feeling very creative, inspired. He's feeling very strong-willed. The more that he takes care of himself inwardly, the more strong he feels. And I also want to let you guys know that although he may face some challenges in spaces where there are cameras, and his mental health may be feeling affected, loved ones will be checking in, and yeah, I feel like people are going to celebrate his wins with the 3 of Cups. There's a lot of celebration here. How are his angels and ancestors supporting him? Okay. We have Lord, take charge with authority. His angels and ancestors are helping him find the voice and the strength within with this Lord card here. They are not wanting him to shy away. They're not wanting him to be afraid to use his own voice, and they really are motivating him to be strong. They're trying to help him take control in order for him to be honored. Like, he has to get ahead of the story in order for him to feel like he's moving in a positive direction. I'm not gonna lie, this makes me a little sad as well, because whenever I see this card, I just think about people's kindness being taken for granted and being seen as weak. And now I feel like he's not excusing that anymore. he's not excusing people's bad behaviors. He's not projecting that onto something that he did wrong anymore. And his ancestors and his angels are encouraging him to speak his mind in a loving way, but in a strong way. I feel like he lost his voice at one point, and now he's finding his inner voice, finding himself, taking charge, finding the energy of ambition, and showing that he has the potential to move upwards, not only professionally, but also internally. And I feel like he's going to show the world who he really is. Like, he is transforming and unbecoming everything that people put on him and everything that society has put on him because of the Amber Heard situation. So that's something that really affected his mental health. But I think he has been surrounding himself with people that are uplifting, and he's taking charge, and his ancestors, his angels and ancestors, are really helping him find his inner voice and helping him speak his truth, speak with strength, and find the inner strength to move forward despite all the challenges and the times that people have taken advantage of his kindness and seen it as something weak. But yes, I do see that he's making a comeback. It's a slow burn. It's going to take some time, but I do find that his next steps are full of him being authentically himself and finding ways to gain back his true fans and their trust. But yeah, this was my reading for Johnny Depp. Let me know down in the comments below how you felt about this reading. If it resonates, if you feel the same way, go ahead and like this video. I am Miss Millie, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone. Thank you for tuning in.